What's up, y'all? It's Life Aspects with Visionary Rose. Grace and love to everybody. Welcome back, y'all. It's another episode. I'm going to be speaking on Alchemize Yourself Part 2. I already did a Part 1 and it's already uploaded. So you got to go watch Alchemize Part 1 before you watch Alchemize Part 2. Now, this is a podcast episode, so y'all know it's about to get real deep with this podcast episode. Listen, Alchemize Yourself Part 2. I'm going to pick up where I left off in Part 1. But I'm going to say some, very good things. Let's start off with change your views. And alchemize yourself, I said in Part 1, is wanting to change who you are to become who you want to be. And so when you change something, whenever there's a new change, just think about how, if you ever had, growing up, you had to move around a lot and how it was a lot of change. You had to adapt to new schools. You had to adapt to, to new neighborhoods, meeting new friends, adapting to new, stores that was around you. Just adapting a different way because it was from not what you was used to. Different state, different city, different country. Either whatever way it was, you had to adapt. And so many things throughout your life, you had to adapt. And so when you adapt, there's on the level I'm talking about alchemizing yourself, you have to let go of some things, removing the fear from it, actually being real with yourself. And so you versus you, there's a video that I did. I stand strong on the you versus you mindset. Because the you versus you mindset, when it's you versus you, baby, you ain't got, it's you versus you, baby. And so when it's you versus you, it's nobody else. You the only one that's in competition with yourself. That person that you look at in the mirror every day, that's the only person you in competition with. You equal. You whole within yourself. And so when you whole within yourself, you don't have to tear nobody else down. Women, you don't have to tear another woman down to uplift yourself. If you so secure with yourself, why you trying to downplay another woman? Man, if you so secure with yourself, why you trying to downplay another brother? Being whole and secure with yourself. And so when you hold and secure with yourself, you ain't got to please everybody. You ain't got to please nobody but God, baby. It ain't about people pleasing. And see, that's how you get caught up. Many people get caught up into people pleasing, worshiping their jobs, fame, money, clout, friendships, relationships, jobs, and marriages, and music and success. Pastors, all these prophets and apostles. People worship these people. People worship these things. People worship this type of stuff. And so there is only one God. And so you don't worship things like that. Because we know they can easily be taken away. And so when God bless you with something, and if you on the dark side and the devil bless you, I already told you. But when God bless you with something, we cherish it. We adapt because it's change. Because when God brings something is good, we have to adapt to it. He teaches us. He will teach us how to adapt. Okay, so let's talk about the 3 reactive tendencies. So you got complying, projecting, and controlling. And so these are the tendencies that develop at young ages. Now listen to me. Listen to me. These things develop at young ages because many times you think about it. Your parents, your grandparents, your aunties, your uncles, narcissists, liars, manipulators, messing up. They talking about you. They keeping confusion in the family. All of this stuff you seen growing up. A lot of things. You was raped as a child. Even if you wasn't raped, you got to forgive. And I know you like, well, Life Aspects, you don't understand. You don't know. But see, you can't let things like that to hold you, into bondage. All because your uncle was confused. He was sick. You don't let what he was dealing with or what he was going on or what your daddy was dealing with or what he was got going on. Or what your mom or your grandma or your grandpa. You can't say, oh, this is because my mama, my daddy, my papa, my cousin, my sister, my brother. But no, you don't say you. You don't say you. And this is where it's you versus you. You got to think. You can't look in the mirror and just like, oh, why me? Why me? Because it's not a why you. It's a you versus you. And so I'm getting ready to free some people on today. And so in these type of things that happen into your life, I'm not going to get deep into it of things. But you know what you've been through. You know what you dealt with. You know how it made you feel at the time. And so the response, growing up, you respond differently to different things. You respond differently to different things. Many times people sweep stuff under the rug. You got to face it at hand. You can't sweep the things under the rug that is meant to bring you out. You can't sweep it under the rug. You can't keep the same generational curses going on, the same poverty mindset, the same lack of confusion. It's like I said, it's all a trap. And I'm not going back to all of my other videos, but you just got to go watch them. But like I said, it's all a trap, baby. It's all a trap. And so when you're not facing it at hand, you run. And so why do you run when it gets real? And when I say why do you run when it gets real, is why do you run when you're confronted? Why do you run when it's time to face it at hand? When it's time to actually, speak on it? When it's time to actually, heal from it? When it's facing you each and every day? When it's hitting you? When it's saying, listen, these emotions are hitting you. Don't feel things, for nothing. When you see things, when you think about things, or when you get angry about things that you think about. These reactive tendencies that to where we have to where we feel like we have to control, where we feel like we have to project. Many people project their insecurities onto other people. They project things that they've been through in their life or things that they're actually going through in their life onto others. Sometimes people do it knowingly that they're doing it, and then sometimes people do it unknowingly that they're doing it. And they're so controlling. Because many people have had maybe controlling parents, controlling grandparents. And so we develop those tendencies. And so we have to break away from those tendencies, break away from the old, from what felt comfortable, from what felt like this is just what it is. And you probably looked at your life like this is just what it is. And so if you know there is something that you're not happy with on the inside, don't project that on to somebody else, but heal that on the inside so you can actually feel better. Because at the end of the day, when you go home, you still feel bad about it. So what's the point in trying to project it? What you really getting out of it? You getting a high? You getting the fuel? Listen. You got to take it one step at a time. You got to take it one step at a time. Because when you alchemize yourself, you'll be able to see, like I said, you will see clearly. You'll be able to see. You'll be able to see. You'll be able to see spiritually and physically. It's going to go over some people's head. That's another video for another day. I'm not getting ready to teach on that right now. Listen. Remembering the root of it. I talked about remembering the root of it in the video where you got to watch that video as well too. When I said, hey, keep it in the midst, keep love into the midst, powerful. Listen, you got to get around people that is challenging you to be better. People that is challenging you to want to get up. People that is challenging you that want to move. People that is challenging you that want to actually get somewhere. And so the people that don't want to get nowhere, they're going to hold you back, or they're going to talk about other people that is actually doing something. Then you got people that's in secret competition with you as well. You got to alchemize yourself. Alchemize yourself. You don't have to be in competition with people. Many times, they really want to be your friend. It's people in competition with me. They really want to be my friend. They really do. They really, really do. But we can't be friends because you do it for a show, baby. We not the same. Ours built different over here. We not the same, Pooh. And listen, Secret competition, people that do stuff for secret competition, they do everything in competition. They do everything. The people who actually really love themselves are going to really do it for them. They're not going to do it for other people, or they're not going to do it for a show. And so this is why when you alchemize yourself, you got to grow and stop looking at other people and actually really focus on you. And see, people can't, because they need drama to fuel them up. They need drama to forget about how miserable their life is and what they really hurt and miserable about. They be forgetting that they are the weakest link. Behind closed doors, they put on a show. They want to try to fake bully. They want to try to throw all types of shade. And it's like where it's really hitting, that everything you trying to throw is getting bounced back off to you. People don't have no integrity about themselves. And people be mad and they quick when people speak the truth. They always try to dress it up and say, oh, people feel like, oh, you got to try to prove yourself. But listen, let me tell you something. People who say you always try to prove yourself, everything that they do, they try to prove themselves. Girls, when she try to say, oh, girl, you just trying to prove yourself. She trying to have something to prove. She trying to have something to prove. But every time she bend over in a pose, every time she posts something, naked, that's she proving herself every time. Every time he hating on you, he feel like he got to call you out in front of the boys. Every time they feel like they got to, downplay your business. They got to downplay your degrees. They got to downplay your where you work at. They gotta downplay your car. They gotta downplay how you dress. That's really because they really trying to prove something, and they ain't even really proving nothing. They not really proving nothing, but they just really proving that they miserable on the inside. They not alchemizing themselves. They putting up a front like they really is. And so they hate when people who actually really healing and who's actually really, really doing the work. And that's why I say you got to get around people that's challenging you, baby. You got to get around people that's challenging you. People that's not going to try to steal from you. People that's not going to try to, shun you out. I'm telling you, I'm not just going to sit up here and tell you nothing that I don't know or nothing that I ain't been through before. Listen, a lot of people that you see always like flexing, like they all happy, like all like posted up. And for real, these folks ain't posted up. Nah, it ain't what it's cracked up to be. It's not what it's cracked up to be. That's why I say you got to live in your truth. You got to be yourself. You can't be out here like fronting and flying. Be yourself. That's why people who they self, they hate on people that's they self. It's people that on my stuff, they don't like me because I'm me. And every time I'm around them, I be even more me. I'm not gonna stop me for what? For what? Well, I ain't scared of you. I'm supposed to be scared of you for. You don't let no human on this world make you be afraid of them. That's how people build that stuff of controlling. You got kids out here scared of their parents. Maybe you were scared of your parents. Maybe you were scared of your grandparents. Now I ain't talking about she will come and get a bill because you did something wrong. Cause that's accountability. And we know accountability. I talked about accountability. That's months ago. You gotta go watch it. You gotta alchemize yourself. You can't be out here like you can't try to break nobody down to uplift yourself. Cause what is you really proving? Huh? What is you really proving, Pooh? What is you really proving, bro? What is you really proving? What is you really proving? Let me tell you something. They gotta listen. People who alchemize themselves, you're not gonna meet up in your coats. Cause let me tell you something. These people ain't got no real issue. Folks don't have no real issue with you. I'm gonna tell you something. Everything I'm dropping in this video, I'm dropping gems for you, baby. People don't really have no real issue with you. It ain't your hair. It ain't your looks. It ain't none of that. Y'all be thinking this is what you got on, what you drive, how you living. Half of the time it ain't even that. Half of the time it ain't even that. Now, that's a real gem. I don't even think I said that before on here. That's a real one. So they got to meet up in the coast. They got to have the meeting and stuff. Everything they do don't work. Then they get mad. And they start going crazy. Alchemize yourself. All you got to do is heal. All you got to do is let it go. All you got to do. See, when you spend so much time trying to tear a person down, you realize that you're actually really tearing down your own foundation. You actually really not realizing that you tearing down your own self. You actually realize that you tearing down your own bloodline, your own generational curses. You actually realizing that you're doing that. Well, you don't realize it. Get around people that challenge you to be better. Get around people that do that. Stop getting around people that's low, like that's low-minded. They ain't talking about nothing. Stop dating these guys that ain't talking about nothing. That's not having no conversations. Stop dating these girls that ain't having no conversations. They don't even know how to uplift you. Stop having friends that don't know how to pray for you. Stop having friends around that don't even know how to lift you up. They don't even know how to say, hey girl, it's gonna be okay. They want to sit around and call you and talk about drama. He want to sit around and call you and tell you, let's do this, let's do that. But they don't want to call you when you on your lowest. But when you get up, they around. But when you down, they know where to be found. Somebody felt what I said on this podcast. Somebody felt what I said on this podcast. And it's equal whole with the self. Because when you alchemize yourself, you will understand, okay, no matter, regardless. I'm ending. Because regardless, you gotta understand that whatever you face throughout your life, I told you guys it was all a trap. Don't you when I say it was all a trap, I mean that since birth, the enemy has been trying to get you. The enemy ain't just been trying to attack me. The enemy been trying to attack you. Why you think I'm up here speaking to you? Why you think I'm up here telling you that it's all been a trap? When your uncle when your uncle raped you, or your daddy raped you, your mama raped you, when you got abused in the home, when it was confusion going on. Then now they want to come around when you made it. But then they wasn't around. Daddy wasn't around when mama was struggling on food stamps. Or daddy wasn't around when mama was out there. Grandpa, granddad had to raise you. You didn't even see your mom. You didn't even know your mama. Maybe you had to go in and out of prison to go see your parents. You didn't even know. And so these things all been a trap to keep us in confusion, to keep us in bondage, to not wanting to get out, to not wanting to break free from what it really is. So when I say that it's all been a trap, you got what's her name? Miami's, the rappers. Talk about JT, or I think that was her sister. Act bad. They say act bad. They say act bad. Oh, they tell you act bad. Then when you look at this stuff, you think that's what it is, because that's what they say. No, it's all a trap. It's all a trap. It's all a trap. It's all a trap. Let me tell you something. It's all a trap. These rappers and stuff that y'all listening to, look at them, most of them like Mary. That's what they wanted since birth. That's what they wanted. That's what they wanted. And y'all sit here with, nah. You can't do what you see them people on social media do. You can't do what you see other people go. It's not all what you crowd to be. It's not all. It's all a stunt. Fraud. It's all. That's why I said you got to do it for you. You got to do it for you. You got to do it for you. Every time I do a video, I do it for me. I do it for y'all. Because I know I got people that I want to help. I'm really passionate about what I say. It's rainy, y'all. I'm out in my car doing this video. What they say is the vibes for me. I love y'all. I love y'all. I love y'all. Like I said, whether you like me or not, I still love you. Because I know you're watching. I love you.